make ends meet? Do you need a minute to get off your feet? Moving to the rhythm of the same old beat. Whoa. A slave to the grind till you drop dead. Tangle with the devil living in your head. Do you wanna party with me instead? Whoa. So we're going out tonight to dance under the city lights and live like we'll never die. Whoa. So we're living it up. We're living it up, yeah. We're living it up, yeah.
Hi everybody, welcome to Cruise Shop Save. Melissa here, Friday Night Live at 7 o'clock. And this is the show where I invite a friend. They're all my friends, a cruise influencer or a cruise industry expert. And this week is my really good friend, Steph, from Cruise with Amber. So if you haven't checked out her YouTube channel, you should. She does these amazing ship tours with this, and she's got this fantastic camera, which we're going to talk about in just a moment. But she's cruised a lot. She's been cruising since 2005. We're going to hear more about that in just a moment. You've got all the information about cruise, Steph, at the bottom here. I stole that off her website, so do check it out, Cruise with Amber. So Cruise Shop Save is a website where we provide free information. We've got maps, coupons for all the ports of call. We've got lots of free information, so do head over to the website when you get a chance. But without further ado, here's my wonderful friend, Steph. Hi, Steph. How are you?
Hello, good evening. Hello, how are you?
Good evening. Good evening. Well, I just want to welcome you to the show. And also anybody that's watching, if you've got any questions for me and Steph, just pop them in the chat. And because Steph and I talk a lot, so we can talk a lot, right? Especially about cruising. We will get to your question, but do like us, put your thumbs up if you're enjoying the conversation, and do comment. But today, Steph is here to specifically speak about Iona and Arvia, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because you cruised on both, haven't you?
I have, yeah. Gone only Arvia quite recently, just about a month ago. So it's all
Right.
fresh in my mind.
Right, I know. And that was a Christmas cruise, wasn't it?
Christmas and New Year. I spent my first ever Christmas on a cruise last year. And New Year's as well.
And did you enjoy it? Would you do it again?
Yeah, it was a maiden voyage as well. So it was all like sort of ups and downs and everything like that. But you take that out of it. It was a really lovely Christmas day, to be honest. I mean, it was not, we all went on with the family. So that was the main thing for us all, to be together at the family and not one of us have to do washing up or anything. So that's really nice.
It, yeah. And if you, I mean, I know we're talking about Arvia, but we're gonna compare the two. But I just love the conversation about Christmas. I'm a massive fan of cruising for Christmas and New Year because it's easy and I feel like it's cheaper.
Well, it is. I mean, to be honest, everything that you think about that goes into Christmas, a lot of it. I mean, the really good thing is because we were taking the kids on with us, we just said you know, there's only so many presents that Santa can actually deliver to the ship. And we were thinking it goes so
brilliant.
So it was smaller Christmas presents as well. So loads of stuff, loads of benefits that we didn't realise until we were actually on ship. But it was nice to have everybody together. You can just relax about everything. No one then needs to think about who's giving so and so a lift home, who can't drink.
Who can't drink, drive,
when, or sort of and you know, all of that. So loads and loads of benefits. I really enjoyed it and definitely would book again for Christmas.
Okay, yeah, me too. In fact, I'm looking at it for this year because we stayed at home and it was a bit flat, if I'm honest. Flat. Yeah.
It's always better at sea anyway on a cruise ship, isn't it? Most things are. Yeah.
Exactly, yeah. So we're here to talk about Iona and Arvia because they're sister ships.
Yeah.
And I've got a ton of pictures. You sent me loads of pictures. So what if we just talk about Iona first and we show all your pictures and you just talk us through it. And then we go through the pictures with Arvia. And then because just before we went live, you said they were interesting because Iona's good for some things, better for is doing things better, some things better than Arvia, and Arvia is doing so yeah. All right, should we start? Okay, right, so we've got this first picture here. That looks amazing.
That is the retreat on Iona, and this is the adult only space on there, right at the front of the ship. And all P&O cruises have got the retreat on them. And this is the one obviously on Iona, and it's I think you can either purchase it for the whole cruise, like an access pass, or I don't know whether they're still doing day passes or not, but you can book in advance or you can book on board. But obviously for the warmer weather itineraries, they probably go before, or they're all sold out before you get on ship. But I would say if you've not bought it beforehand or you just want to have a look, just go down to the spa, the Oasis Spa at the front of the ship, usually on deck 6, and go there first and see what they've got left. If you don't want to decide, you get on ship, but it's a beautiful space.
Okay. And do you remember how expensive it was? How much it cost?
I'm not sure about the one on Iona now, but the one on Arvia was, I think it was £420 odd, and that was for the 2 weeks, for a 2-week cruise. That was per person, but I think that includes some alcohol now as well.
Right.
And you have all of your meals that are like sort of this. I mean, you've got your meals included on board anyway, but it's a nice space. This like dedicated loungers. I mean, you don't reserve like a lounger like you do kind of on the Princess Cruises Sanctuary.
Right.
But yeah, it's a quieter space. There's 2 hot tubs there. So it's just a nice, like, quiet place to relax. And if you've not got kids, or even if you have got kids and you just want like a sanctuary to go there, like sort of, then why not? But
right. Oh, it sounds good. I think that sounds good. Yeah, because sometimes around the pool can be a bit hectic, you know. Yeah, especially on a sunny day, on a sea day.
Yeah, and it's nice to come out thinking we can always go there. And sometimes what I suggest to people is if you've, say, bought an inside cabin, excuse me, if you bought an inside cabin, why don't you just upgrade to and get that extra money, and then, you know, for 2-week cruise, and then you've kind of got your balcony, but it's loads of perks on it as well. So.
Right, exactly. Okay, that sounds good. I'm looking forward to that. So I'm cruising on Iona next month.
I was going to say, when you're going, no,
yeah, not long. I'm going in a couple of weeks. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's my first time. So it's actually my first time everything. First time with P&O UK. First time on Iona. Yeah, I couldn't believe it.
That's a good ship to start on. She is a lovely ship, Iona.
Yeah. All the ships I've ever been on, I've been Royal Caribbean. Oh my God, I forgot now. Royal Caribbean, Celebrity.
Been a Virgin.
Morella, you know. I'm looking forward to it, yeah. Right, I've got another picture here. Oh, is that still the retreat?
That's still the retreat. So you can see there's the fridges on the right-hand side. And that's, I think that you can just help yourself to some healthy meals there. I think afternoon tea is served there as well. So yes, there's plenty of spaces you can just chill out. There's like sort of those chairs there that you can just sit and read, or you can lounge on the cabanas. And
lovely.
Beautiful space.
Can't wait. I can't wait. Well, this, and I love this picture. Look at that.
Now that's the aerial artist. Now this is the difference between Iona and Arvia. You'll find on Iona where you've got this big sweep of the windows in the atrium. The aerial artists perform at the side of the atrium, whereas on Arvia it's right in the centre.
Right,
so like in the middle of things. So there's 2 little things that they're different there, but it's lovely. Like sort of they're almost like pop-up performances that they'll do throughout the cruise, and are really beautiful to watch. Some fantastic skills and talents.
Wow,
the artists.
I
as
know
well, so,
it is amazing. The entertainment on ships is just unbelievable. It's unrivaled, and I think that's what a lot of people don't get when they go like on a holiday to a resort, or they just book a hotel for a couple of weeks. Yes, it might be good for another reason, but there is like literally everywhere you look there's entertainment.
Yeah, and it's so varied as well. I mean, one of the things that we love cruising with P&O Cruises, because we're multi-generational family, especially at Christmas time. It's like there's so many things going on for like my mum and dad, who are now like sort of in their 70s, 80s. Like we've got the kids, the teenagers, there's us, like so my sister and brother-in-law. So we're all finding something that we enjoy doing. I mean, that's great in Christmas as well. Going back to the Christmas.
Oh yeah.
Because you've all got, you know, you don't have to all do the same thing and all be in one room playing the same game.
Yeah, because it can be too much if you're all just living in each other's pockets, and it's nice just to go off and do your own little thing and have your own space. Yeah, I agree with that. And this is a lovely picture. This is the art, isn't it, around the ship?
Yes. Well, if you look behind me, like you can see, I purposely put this behind me. I've got to put it up in my office. This is the actual artist. When I saw what art was, this was years and years ago now when they were planning Arvia, Iona, and I saw like sort of some of the artwork, and I thought that I really liked that. And so I found out who the artist was. She got a shop on Etsy, and so bought that.
Amazing. Because I remember you and I talk a few times, and you've always got a beautiful picture behind you. And I remember once I said to you, "What's that picture?" And you said, "I did it."
Mm-hmm. That is
you're an artist,
because
aren't
we've had worked, you know, like so we've had house like sort of a big extension and what have you, which is why that's not up on the wall yet. Yeah. So it's there for the moment. But yeah, so that's now the new. This is the office. So that's now going up on the wall at some point, but we haven't got around to it yet.
It is beautiful. Is it like a porcelain? What
it's
kind
resin art. It's resin art.
Resin art. Yeah.
So I can't remember how Natalie Muir is her name. So if you, I've got links to it. There's a shopping guide.
We'll put a link in at the end.
On my website, and she's done prints. If you don't want to buy the original artwork, she's done prints of some of the actual things that are on Arvia as well. Arvia on Iona. Actually, I don't know what she's done. If you look in one of the main dining rooms on Arvia, you might spot, I think it's some of her artwork as well, but they're more of a browny, goldy colour. So
how amazing if you're an artist to have your work featured on board a big cruise ship. That's just must be amazing. You got to be good.
The thing is, she hasn't seen it in like sort of herself. She's been commissioned to do it. She's shipped it off, and I sent her the video of it, and she said it's brilliant because like I've not seen this live. So yeah.
Oh, she should go on a cruise.
I know, I have told her. But it's really clever about the staircases because Iona and Arvia are big ships. And so each staircase has got a colour that shows you where you are. So the blue is forward. So this is the forward staircase. The grey, there's a grey colour one, which is the midship staircase. Okay. And then the red ones, there's like sort of a reddy goldy one. That's the aft staircase. So if you ever get lost, it's one of the tips that I say about trying to find your way around Arvia or Iona. They've both got the same colour things. So it's red at the aft. And it's almost like sunrise and sunset. Sort of like, I don't know.
Oh, I love that. Oh, I love this resin art. Last week I interviewed my friend she's got a boutique in Lauderdale by the Sea. So we were talking about pre and post cruise stay, especially when you're flying long distance. You know, you lose like the first day of the cruise if you just arrive and then you're jet lagged. So it's always a good idea to tag a couple of nights on. And Lauderdale by the Sea is this big little secret. It's a beautiful little oldie worldy Florida beach town, and they can't build high rises above 4 stories. So it's gorgeous. The beach is amazing. It's got this gorgeous community, and she's got this fantastic boutique, and she had a load of resin art. We were looking at it last week. Yeah.
It's fascinating. And each piece is different, isn't it? Like sort of that's what I wrote about. It's all unique. So yeah.
Do they sell it in the shops?
They don't. They should. They should.
I'm gonna have a word. I work for Harding. I'm gonna have a word.
I told Natalie she should do like sort of coasters or something. Because they're round and they would look like all the different pieces, but I don't know, like so the scale.
I'll have a word.
It's probably a
yeah, no, that makes perfect sense. And then I think this is looks like a cabin.
This is one of the conservatory mini suites that you'll only find on Arvia and Iona. These are new types of suites. They are kind of like I think they're one grade down from the usual suites where you get a butler and the priority boarding.
Right. Yeah.
But here you've got kind of your cabin, and tagged onto the cabin before you get to the balcony. So this isn't even the balcony. So this is midway between the balcony and the cabin is this kind of conservatory area. So you can use it to sit down and relax. And there's bifold doors, so you can open this up to the sea to have sea views. And I mean, the Caribbean, you know, this is going to be
Wow.
gorgeous, you know. So sit here and have a drink in the evening,
Gorgeous.
or morning coffee, and it's about that connection with the sea again. So it's it's not an extra bedroom, because I've usually had comments from people saying, could you sleep in here? Is this an extra? And if there's 4 people staying in this cabin or 3 people staying in this cabin, the sofa bed is in the cabin itself, so you still sleep in the cabin. But I mean, who's to say after a little boozy night, like, so you might crash out here? I don't know. But that's up to you. But it's not meant for sleeping. But it's a beautiful.
I was thinking that. Yeah, I was thinking. I'm glad you said that, because I was thinking that.
I'll say it.
Before you say it. And this is a gorgeous. Oh my God, I love this. I just can't wait to sit in one of these chairs. Where's this?
That's Anderson's bar. That's the gin bar on board.
Oh, lovely.
Iona. So you can imagine I spent a lot of time here when I.
Yeah.
The gin menu is lovely. It's like sort of got a lovely range. I've obviously got Maribel gin, which is P&O Cruises, sort of distilled. It's distilled on board. So just around the corner there is the gin still. Wow. And this is beautiful. It's quite, you know, there's a fireplace. You can't see it off on this photo, but to the right of that picture, there's kind of a mock fireplace. I love that. But it's a nice, really chilled, relaxed lounge.
Well, you're saying that you can't see the fireplace, but you do have a video, because you're talking us through Iona and Arvia and talking about the differences, but you actually do have a video. So can people see a little bit more in the video on your YouTube channel?
Yeah, I've got it's a really quick ship tour of Arvia. Iona is in the making, because I just haven't, with all the housework and everything that was going on, I never got around to doing the one for Iona. I've done some cabin reviews. There's a conservatory mini suite review or tour that's on the website. And I've also got an aft. It was an aft balcony, so superior, not superior deluxe. I think it's a deluxe balcony. They termed something slightly different with Iona, but there's an aft balcony cabin review that I've done as well. So they're on there, and there's lots more to go up. I've got lots more content sort of in the pipeline.
Okay.
But,
Well, we'll wait for it. Don't worry. I mean, I just was on your YouTube channel the other day, and I was looking at some stuff, and I just love the way you put your videos together. You could just get immersed in it, so you could really get an idea of what these cabins are like, which is great if you're thinking about booking a cruise and you don't know which cabin to book. So definitely, this is your website, but you've also got a YouTube channel of the same name, Cruise with Amber. Right, so people should head on over there and take a peek. But we've got a couple more pictures of. You were talking about the gin, weren't you? So this is it, isn't it?
Flights. That's one of the gin flights you can have on Iona. This is a nice afternoon that we had here. We just had. I think there's 2 or 3 gin flights. Can't remember. I have got the menu done there. I'll have to have a look in a moment now. But yes. So you can see there, you've got the Maribel gin, which is closest to the camera, and that is the signature gin that Iona has on board, and that's distilled on board. And you can do gin blending classes as well. You can take a bottle of your own, blend back with you. And so I can't remember. I think this was the Great British one, but I can't remember.
Amazing.
It was a hazy afternoon that afternoon.
Oh, one of them. Yeah, I know what you mean. And then just jumping back, this looks lovely. That's a jacuzzi, isn't it?
Yeah, that is still a super jacuzzi. That's massive, those whirlpools. There's one on either side.
Yeah.
And they're on the left-hand side of the photo. You can see that's the sunset bar. So we're at the aft here, my favourite part of the ship.
Yeah.
And the balcony that we stayed in is kind of the second from the top balcony, kind of on the right-hand side, just as it sort of ends up curving around. So I've done a review of that cabin there. But I love these aft cabins because even though Iona and Arvia are quite big ships, this is one of the reasons why I like staying at the aft, is because it does give you a small ship feel. So here you're really near, so there's the clubhouse and there's the sunset bar.
Yeah.
And then at the top, you can see that you've got the infinity pool, and you've got.
Oh, I can see it. Yeah.
You've got the big whirlpools down here, which not many people go to because it's a bit of a trek. actually,
Oh,
if you're not
right.
at the aft.
Oh,
So
right.
it's only like sort of it's quite good. We never saw them really busy, even on the Christmas cruise that we were just on.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, and like because there's so much entertainment going on around ship, you know, so people tend to congregate and stay in one place for
Mhm.
most of the day, type of thing. So so this is why I love it, because that just feels as if that's all the
Mm.
cabins that there are on the ship, you know,
Mm.
because it
Yeah.
just feels much more like sort of intimate and quiet
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
relaxed. So yeah.
Yeah. Suits me. We've got a comment here. Let's see, where does it go? So, oh, it's Christopher. Hi, Chris. How are you? I've been on Britannia. How different is Iona? Nice to see P&O adding premium luxury like Royal and Suite Class. Loving the pics. Yeah.
Oh,
Have you
thank
been on Royal Caribbean?
No, I've only done a day tour of Anthem of the Seas.
Ah, yes.
And yeah, I mean, just like walk on board there, and there's just so much, you know, the art and everything that was on
Yeah,
there.
it's a
It's
lot,
like,
isn't it?
wow,
It's very
you know,
American.
yeah, and it's just like the buzz as
And I
well.
like that. I didn't mean
So
that in a
much.
bad way. If anyone's watching this, they're American. I didn't mean that in a bad. I meant everything's big.
Yeah, no, like sort of, you
Everything's
see
big.
where I went to, like, so everything's buzzing. There's lots of energy,
Buzzing, lots going
and I
on.
quite
Yeah,
like that, you know. So, but
I love that. Yeah,
we've not been on one yet. So, but that
not
is on the
yet,
list.
not yet.
Not yet.
Brilliant. Thanks for that comment, Chris. I hope you're well. Thanks for watching. Oh, and then we've got well, my favorite food.
That was a nice Negroni.
Oh,
Definitely.
Negroni.
That
Lovely.
is the Negroni that Gary Barlow has kind of designed, chosen. It's a smoked cherry Negroni.
Oh,
And
wow.
if you like your Negroni, I mean, try it. You know, it's something
Yeah.
different. My sister tried it when she went on there because she likes Negronis. And it was like she wasn't as fussed, but I loved it. I mean, the plus
Did you?
is you got a little chocolate with it as well. So
Oh, lovely.
that's not bad in my book.
Yeah. And then this looks insanely good. What is that?
That is in the Keel and Co. So it's on in the atrium on deck 8. There is kind of it's kind of not gastropub, I would say, but that's the theme, like you said, it was going for. But great steaks there.
Yeah,
There's a fridge.
that
There's a salt like sort of fridge with like sort of with all the steaks hanging in it as well. So definitely go and see that.
That looks fab. Did you get through it?
Just about, but I didn't eat that day because I knew we were going for this. So
Amazing.
So yeah.
That does look really good. That looks so good.
It is really
Yeah.
nice.
That's really good. So I can see there's a lot of people watching us right now. So if you've got any questions for Steph, she's cruised on Iona and Arvia, and this is what we're doing right now. So it's just talking you through Iona and Arvia. So if you've cruised on either ship, would like to know your opinion, and if you're thinking of cruising, then let us know what your questions are. So what we're going to do now is just move over to Arvia. Yeah. This I've heard so many different things about this ship. Good, mostly good. So that's the same sort of picture, isn't it? So when you cruised on Arvia, you were on a Christmas cruise, but where did you go?
So, oh God, here we go. I was just on the Christmas cruise, and the ports were kind of like extra on top of it. We went. There was Madeira, Lanzarote. I remember Tenerife, Lisbon, and Cadiz. It's probably another one as well I've forgotten.
Yeah. Well, when it's a brand new
Canary
ship.
Islands. It was Canary Islands,
okay.
Cadiz, and Lisbon, and there we are.
Yeah. And was it warm? Was it lush?
Yeah, it was like sort of it's. I think we got up to about 24, 25, maybe 26
lovely.
in Madeira. I can't remember. And so yeah, it was lovely to be able to sit out in the evenings as well. You know, you could sit on the balcony, just sail away, and so yeah, it was quite surprising because we didn't know what to expect at Christmas at that time of year.
Right.
But it was nice and warm.
Good.
Warmer than it was at home, probably.
Good. So I've got these pictures. I don't know if they're in order. We've got more food. That'll do. That looks nice.
This is one of the things that's different on Iona than it is on Arvia. Right. So this is the olive grove on Iona, right? And there is an olive grove on Arvia, but it's kind of like one of the main restaurants. This is almost like it's not a specialty restaurant on Iona because all of the dishes are included apart from one or two, and this being one of them. This is the baklava, which I love.
I love
And
baklava.
it is gorgeous. So when you go on
Is it?
Iona, you have to try this.
Okay.
Have to try it.
I love it. Yeah.
And so I prefer Olive Grove on Iona than I do on Arvia.
Oh, right. Okay.
The food on the one on Iona, I think, is nicer.
Is it different or is it the same?
It's different. It is different.
Yeah. So. See, I don't think a cruise line can win when they've got the same restaurant, because we went on Scarlet Lady and we were blown away by the food. Like, I still remember it to this day. But then we went on Valiant Lady and the food was identical, which number one, I wasn't pleased about, because I could have done, like, for example, we went to the test kitchen and I know what to expect. Yeah. And then it wasn't of the same standard as Scarlet Lady. Or maybe I just remembered it was so good. So I just feel like if you've got the same restaurant, number one, if you do the same menu, there's nothing different and there's no surprise. But then if you've got the same restaurant, you do a slightly different menu, you're not going to please everyone.
Yeah, it is a different one. I think the one on Arvia, or where the Olive Grove is on Iona, on Arvia, it's called Green and Co. And there's a sushi restaurant as well. And we went there. That's my next video that's coming up.
Okay.
All the food on there.
Amazing.
It's a vegan restaurant. It is even if you're not vegan. I'm not vegan, but I sort of quite like some vegan food. It's amazing. So really, my tip is for Arvia, definitely go to Green and Co. Even if you're not vegan, surprise yourself.
If you're not vegan, you
will like it. And when you're on Iona, Olive Grove is definitely one to go to.
Okay. Well, I'm there for a week, so plan on eating everywhere.
I would go there early in the week, because you want to go back. And once people know about the Olive Grove, they book it up. So and then you will be able to go back.
Before you cruise?
Yes.
Okay. I need to get on that this weekend. I've got do you know, I just got upgraded as well.
What did you get?
I just got, so we were in an inside cabin. And we got upgraded to PB, which I'm assuming is a partial view balcony.
Oh, right. Okay. I wouldn't know, but yes. Yeah. Oh, lovely though.
I don't care. We got balcony. I love it.
I know.
I'm not really sure why we got upgraded. Does that happen?
I don't think the obscured balconies aren't really that obscured anyway. So
yeah.
I don't know.
Brilliant. I didn't have to say that. Yeah, I know. I was like, oh my God. Keep it coming. All right, so here's the next picture. That looks unusual. Oh, look. It's one of them.
That is the kind of ropes course. Well, not kind of ropes course. It's the altitude skywalk on Arvia. It's the new thing. Up on Iona, there's the sports court. And it's football and it's basketball. It wasn't used that much. I can see why, they've done something different with this area.
Yeah.
And so this is now mini golf. So it's altitude mini golf, altitude skywalk. Wow. And there's a small little sports court. It's not as big at all. But so this is free. This is included. You don't have to pay for this.
Oh, wow.
Go up there. You do a little bit. There's minimum height requirements, obviously, and kids need to be on with an adult, or at least one adult go on with them. So I was designated photographer.
So can adults go on this?
Adults can go on it, yes. So everybody else in the family went on this, and I watched.
I'm gutted that's not on Iona. I'd love that. I was going to swear there. I would be nervous, but I'd do it. Just going back to the food, we were just talking about the food, and we got another comment. So Christopher's saying, without a doubt, the best food I've ever had on board ship was P&O. It's cooked just like Mum makes, but upgraded.
I love it.
Chris, I hope your mum's not watching that.
Well, that can be interesting.
That's brilliant. Oh, I look forward to that. And then we've got this. Oh, that looks cool.
That is cool. That's the 6th Street Diner. So that's a new restaurant for P&O cruises, because they've not got that restaurant on board any of their ships. So just like the Olive Grove was new on Iona, 6th Street Diner is new. It's like an American diner. So just think of, you know, Frankie and Benny's type of thing. When Frankie and Benny's was, I used to work for Frankie and Benny's as well. Like
Yeah.
days, and when it was really good, because there was some really good food there. I don't know what it's like. That's another conversation. But it's kind of American Diner, and it's actually it went live just before I came on tonight. So I've got the 6th Street Diner food review that's on my channel tonight. So that's absolutely fresh out of the box. My new video.
Amazing. That's an exclusive. So if you want to head over to Cruise with Amber YouTube channel, she's just launched a review of this brand new diner to P&O UK Cruises. So definitely check it out. I love a diner.
It's really good. There's some dishes on there that we were going back to again and again and again. And it's brilliant because it does brunch as well. It's kind of one of the other main restaurants on there. So open from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. And then for dinner then in the evening. And they alternate a menu. So there's 2 menus.
Amazing. Well. I always remember the first diner at sea, I think, was on the Voyager. No, the big ship, the Royal Caribbean, Johnny Rockets. Oh, and I used to go up on a Friday at the end of the cruise, and I used to get, because I was allowed to go, I worked on board, I was the port shopping guide, and I used to get the malt milkshakes, and I used to get 4 burgers, and I'd take it down to the sound booth for the guys.
You needed roller skates probably, didn't you, to do that properly?
I'm a roller skate. Oh, I'd have worn it if I was wearing roller skates. I love this picture. That looks fab. Christmas decks. I can see the Christmas decks.
You can see the Christmas decks, yes. Yeah. That was sunrise, I think. Can't remember whether we were in Tenerife there or I really can't remember what day we were on there. But they opened, obviously, so you can see how warm it is. They opened the Skydome. So that's got the retractable roof. Now, on Iona, it's the Skydome and there's no retractable roof. So it's always a covered pool. So it's a great all-weather ship. So this is why you'll see Iona going to the Norwegian fjords and places like Amsterdam and Rotterdam and, you know, sort of the was it Northern Europe sort of ports, as they call it.
Yeah.
That's why she's on those itineraries, because she's got the Skydome pool, which is all weather. But on Arvia, this is what happens in warm weather. So in the Caribbean,
back, and
I think it's fixed now. They had 1 or 2 like hitches with the Caribbean, but it's fixed.
Well, they're gonna, aren't they?
It's fixed. Yeah. It's fixed.
Oh, good. So, yeah. Okay. And then this looks Oh my God, what's this?
So this is the thermal pool, or the thermal spa.
That looks like heaven.
Water therapy, and you can buy a day pass here for it was £39 per person. They say a day pass, it's like 2 hours, but to be honest, after about 2 or 3 hours, you that's it now. I've done that. So there's heated ceramic beds. There's beautiful. Behind that little sort of rail, as we're looking directly there, if you sort of just behind there, the purple lights is some of the showers. You can have like tropical rain, Arctic storm, all this sort of stuff, you know, like I can't remember, it's called Arctic storm, but and there's a sauna and a cold room and a steam room.
Oh, I love it.
It's lovely.
And does it get busy? Like, would you recommend maybe a port day morning or a sea day?
We bought a 7-day pass, and they do restrict it. So once they've sold out of the passes, then that's it.
Right.
So you can either buy like a full cruise pass, which I think was about £250 per person. So you can go down at any time, like, sort of, well, not at any time, but it wasn't really sort of busy. But or you can buy a day pass for 2 hours. So the day pass for 2 hours was £39 per person.
That's reasonable.
That was good, but if you bought a 7-day pass, it worked out as £139 per person. So it was kind of like probably about half price per day if you bought.
Yeah, if you use it.
And so that's what we did. We bought a 7-day pass, and then we booked in the sea days.
Yeah.
Go down there for
I think, you know, because I've heard, like, I'm listening to you now, and I love, back in the day, you'd book a cruise, and everything was included, whether you wanted it or not, whether you used it or not. And that was your price. Now what I like is you pay for your cruise. You got, you know, some of the restaurants are included and some of them are extra. So some people want to eat in those restaurants and some people don't. And then I heard you say earlier that the retreat, if you wanted that private sort of deck area and pool area and everything that comes with it, you could just pay a little bit extra for that. And if you want to go down, because not everybody likes the spa. I love the spa, but would you believe I haven't got a single friend who likes to go to the spa? I've got one friend. I can't. This is where my friends have let me all down. They've absolutely let me all down. I don't know why I picked these friends. What is wrong with them? They don't like the spa.
You need to have a spa. You need to have a
spa. I've got one
Oh
friend.
yeah, you've got to go and get like sort of book the spa, like sort of get a 7-day pass for the spa, and then just go down every morning.
Is it near the gym?
It is. It's all in that area at the front of the ship,
area.
down on deck 6, and then you go down an extra little deck. That was on deck 5.
Yeah.
It's particular, even if in rough weather, because we had like sort of a few windy days, and it was quite nice just floating in the pool and you could see like sort of everything else moving around you, and you were in the water level and I was just floating there, and it was lovely. But it's nice. It's a nice little retreat to go to. So definitely.
That sounds lush. Brilliant. I've got loads more pictures here. Amber Lounge. Oh, cruise with Amber in the Amber Lounge.
I was joking. It was named after me, don't you know? No, it's not.
Absolutely.
But that's the story I'm telling myself. And this is on Arvia, and on Iona you've got the Emerald Lounge, or Emerald
right.
Bar, I think it is. And and obviously colour schemes accordingly. But this is in the main atrium. And it's on deck 6, and so you can just chill here, and you can see some of those aerial artists with their little pop-up shows on, and it's just like
I love it
of the ship.
I love it. Is that inside?
No, that is the Olive Grove on Arvia.
Okay.
So on one side you've got the 6th Street Diner, which we saw earlier on, and then on the other side on deck 6 you've got the Olive Grove. Now on Iona, they've got 2 smaller main dining restaurants. So you've got the Aqua and the Opal. This is where the Opal is on Iona, but it's the Olive Grove on Arvia. So, but lovely. That's Mediterranean food again. We did eat here, but I wasn't. I think I was slightly disappointed because I was expecting the same menu, and then when I got on board and I saw that they didn't have that, I was like, oh, okay, right.
See, I know, and you're probably looking forward to it as well.
But Green & Co, we like sort of discovered Green & Co, so that was the bonus.
Yeah. That's lovely.
So that is, we was talking about Anderson's Bar on Iona. This is Anderson's Bar on Arvia.
Right.
You can see like the colour palettes as well. This is just around the corner from it. So this is more rum based on Arvia. So obviously it's going to the Caribbean.
Right.
So you can see it very, very slightly, like if you sort of really strain your eyes, in kind of the middle of that picture through that little
I can see it. Yeah.
That's the rum still. That's the distillery there. So
I think I've got a picture of it. Wait a minute. No.
So that's the library. Well, the library. So kind of. So that's this is Anderson's Bar on Arvia.
Yeah.
And see, I love this display because this is all the different like colours of rum. So it goes from the dark rum all the way through to the white rum at the end.
Wow.
Really little display like that.
That's really cool. I like that as well. Oh, that looks fab.
That's that's the swim up bar.
Is it?
Yes. Oh. So on Iona, this is kind of like a splash pool for the kids. Well, it's like a splash pool, but it's not really a pool, but it's a splash pool. So it's covered. But on Arvia, because Arvia is much more what I term as an outdoorsy ship. So it's much more like sort of about the elements of sunshine and being outside.
Right.
So this is now a swim up bar on Arvia.
I love a swim up bar.
It's lovely, but it did turn into a little bit of a wave machine during a slight little.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know how that's going to work out. It was fun.
Oh, I imagine if it's rough, the bartenders are going to get wet.
I think they did. So, I don't know whether they're going to like sort of take the water out of it, but then why have a swim up bar? But
yeah. I know.
It's lovely, much the same anyway.
You can imagine them all sat around the table. I know. we'll have a swim up bar. A swim up bars are great in resorts because the thing's not moving. But actually, yeah, thinking about it's not necessarily a really great idea.
Well,
on
when we were in Madeira, it was really the swell, even getting into the not the harbour, but you know, so what we thought was the protected part of where the ship was docked, and it was obviously swaying a little bit, and I had to ask the bar staff in the swim bar. I said, "Have you not got a wave? Is it really not a wave machine in here?" Because the infinity pool that was right next to it, which was like the actual pool that was at the top, that was flat. That was, you know, as flat as a pancake. There was no like waves or splashing around there. And yet this swim-up pool, there was waves going on. It was sloshing back and forth. I went, there's a wave machine. There must be a wave machine. You went, no, it's just the slight movement. So obviously you can see what happens to water when on a ship, you know, sort of when there's a slight movement, and that was it. And I think it's so small, and because it goes, you know, across the width of the back of the ship, it's obviously more susceptible. There's some physics behind that, obviously.
Yes, someone can explain it to us. Christopher's just made another comment. You've been on board for the last 3 to 5 months. Just got home. It's clear P&O have upgraded their game. Wow, is all I can say. A true competitor to Celebrity. Ooh, for UK sailings. What ship were you on? P&O Iona. I'm not sure. Oh gosh. Yeah, let us know what ship you're on, Chris. And then we've got, that's gorgeous because I can see the Christmas decks.
See, that's the other thing about going on a Christmas cruise. You don't have to worry about putting the Christmas decks up or down, even though we did when we were at home. But that's another thing. And it was decorated beautifully, absolutely gorgeous.
You can see, like, because some ships it's a little over the top, but this looks really tasteful. Pretty, but
you know what
tasteful.
they did? They actually, I got told this that Karen, who like sort of works sort of for Carnival and P&O in the UK, she was saying to me that they had tied in the colour scheme of the decorations to that particular area on ship. So it was much more brighter colours, and in the atrium, which is quite like sort of those amber colours, it got all tied in, and then all around the ship they were different. It was tied in very, very, you know, sort of subtly, but you know, it worked.
Yeah, no, that it looks gorgeous, and you're right. Yeah, you wouldn't have to. Well, I know you've got kids, so you're going to put your decks up, aren't you? But yeah,
more for me rather than the kids. But
it was for you, really. Yeah.
I'll be honest there.
I love this. Gosh.
So this is the screen, the C screen. So there's I think there was movies on there. There was quiz shows, or not quiz shows, but there was quizzes on there during the day. So this is in the Skydome as well, and you can see how the retractable roof then that's closed. This is on Arvia. And that stage there, that's when the entertainment in the Skydome occurs. Now on Iona, they actually close the pool, so the stage comes across.
Right.
And so it's a much bigger stage, and they've got aerial performers in there because obviously the Skydome doesn't retract. So you've got the different types of shows that are going to be in the Skydome on Iona versus Arvia. And then we saw there was Freddie Mercury tribute act in the Skydome. There was
I love that.
Paloma Faith, Pure Paloma. She was absolutely fantastic. Fun and nuts and mad.
She is amazing. I love her. Yeah,
and I want to see her on a ship again very soon. Yes, there was lots of different shows there, live music there, really good. Absolutely, the quality.
So the entertainment on Arvia is just as good as it is on Iona, is it?
Yeah. Really fantastic, absolutely fantastic.
Wow. So. Okay, I love the entertainment. And then this is one of the I love that. Oh my god, where's that?
So that was first thing in the morning, and that was up on deck 17, I think that is.
Wow.
Near towards the front of the ship. So if we're pointing towards the front of the ship, that was
right.
And this is one of the infinity whirlpools.
I'd love to sit in that. Is it warm?
Oh, beautiful. Yes.
I could just sit in that right now.
The thing is, everybody just like sort of says about big ships, like there's so many, it's so crowded and what have you. This was kind of like about 8 o'clock, 7:30, 8 o'clock. Now, if you're
Yeah.
not an early bird, I can understand you want to stay in. But you can see, you can almost this. I had the ship to myself, like almost when I was wandering around filming everything.
Yeah.
But you know, you go in there, you have like sort of a half an hour in there, then you go out for your breakfast afterwards, and you just feel as if then, you know, there's plenty of the quiet spaces. You've just got to pick your time and you play.
It's beautiful. And now I want to make a comment here because I know you do some fantastic videos and pictures, and your Instagram is just sensational. So if you're watching this, you definitely need to follow Cruise with Amber. So what do you use a special camera to get those fabulous shots and angles?
Yeah, I've got my favourite thing I've ever bought for like either cameras or like for my blogging or doing the videos. It's an Insta360 camera. It's called
Yeah.
It's the 1X2 that I've got, and I've had it for probably about 3 years now. It's only a small little thing. Like sort of, actually, I don't know where I should have bought it with me. I'd like sort of had it. I don't know where it is.
Because did Paul and Carol?
Paul and Carol have just bought one.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. I know Gary Benbridge has got one now, and loads
you need
of
to
people
get an affiliate link up on your website.
I forget doing this. I forget to do it.
I know it's nuts, isn't it? It's just so. Is it easy to use? Because I'm not very technical minded. Me.
It needs a bit of you get like anything else, like sort of just like practice, isn't it? So to get the best out of it. I mean, I'm still learning things. I mean, what I want to do, I'm hopefully because I'm going to Norway soon, so I'm hopefully want to film the Northern Lights.
Oh God, yeah.
There's this function on it. You can do star lapse in the evening, and it's a specific setting. I've never used it, so after 3 years of using this camera, I've not used this function yet. So
that's next. Well, I must say, all your videos, it's just so good. You do share some amazing content. I just got one more comment from Chris. Because I asked the question, where is he? Where is he? And he says he is just got off the Allure of the Seas as a port shopping guide. The best like us work at port shopping. Yeah, we did. We did. I don't anymore, but I'm glad you're still holding a flame, Chris. And you must be bloody freezing if you're back here in England. So thank you for watching. Thanks for everybody that's watching, actually. So yeah, this is. I'm just going to quickly put this up because this is the kind of thing you do on your YouTube channel, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
and is that your actual? That's your suite, is it? After suite. My God, that's sensational.
That was the absolutely gorgeous balcony that we had. And the reason why we picked the aft suite, as opposed to, we picked a suite because we were all a family. It was like, so we're thinking, you know, we're all together, you know, just literally push the boat out type of thing, and let's have a nice suite. And because we were all as a family, my mum and dad and my sister and brother-in-law, they got inside cabin, so we were kind of like the hub in our suite.
Yeah, because everyone can just come to yours and hang out.
And it's a beautiful big balcony, so there's plenty of space. And sort of fantastic view. So so that I've done a tour of that after suite.
And it's on your YouTube channel. That's brilliant. So
and I've got a review of all the different suites as well on my blog. On Arvia and Iona.
Well, we're patient. We can wait. We know, you're a busy lady. You're a mom and you work full time. And but everything you do is really, really good. I watched quite a few videos. So just to summarize, because we just went through Iona. I mean, to be honest, it all looks amazing to me, and I just absolutely can't wait to go on Iona. I actually can't wait to go on Arvia as well. But what are the main? What was Iona better at? And then we'll talk about Arvia.
I think Iona, because she's an all-weather ship, so she's going to go to some of her itineraries. I think I personally like. So if you like Norwegian fjords, if you like to stay like sort of shorter cruises from Southampton, no fly cruises for Southampton, Iona's great for that. Right. Arvia is based more over in the Caribbean, and she's going to be going down to the Med, and she's more fly cruises. Right. So if you don't like fly cruises, then Iona is probably going to be a better option for you than Arvia.
Okay.
And if you like the Caribbean, then you've got, you know, Arvia sort of does those itineraries. So there's the itinerary thing. Cabins, very much the same. So you're going to get the same range of cabins on both.
Mhm.
And restaurant wise, probably, yeah, I like bits of, if I could Arvia,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? If I could smush them both together. I think obviously Arvia does better with the vegan forward restaurant. You've got Green & Co, you've got the sushi restaurant on board.
Yeah.
You have got there's also Mission Control as well as an escape room.
Oh,
on Arvia.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
if you're more rum based, Arvia is probably better than
Right.
Iona.
Caribbean rum. Yeah.
Based on Iona.
Yeah.
And what else? I'm trying to think, like, oh, of course, on the up on the top deck with the
Yeah.
ropes course and the mini
It was
golf.
more for the kids with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing. Well, so I mean, nothing bad. I mean, to be honest, I'm just absolutely looking forward to my cruise. I just need a bit of glamour in my life. You know, I just feel like cruising is just all about a bit of glamour, and you feel spoilt, don't you? And
Oh, I know. Yes.
entertainment and food, and it's just a great, great holiday. So, just before we go, what is your next cruise?
Next cruise are on Britannia, the next family cruise.
Oh,
I might be going on a cruise before then in February,
Ooh.
but that's like wait and see. I don't like sort of announcing certain things until I know everything's definitely there.
Right.
Or it's there.
Okay.
It's done. But
Okay.
keep an eye on that one.
Okay, we'll do.
The next family one is in May on Britannia, so we're going back to the
Lovely.
Norwegian fjords, and I'm going back to my favourite port in the world, which is Flam, and so yeah. So looking forward to that. That's nice.
Brilliant.
And then the rest of the year, haven't got anything booked up.
Oh,
Strange for me. Yes.
World's your oyster.
This year is on about, let's see what comes up and what deals are out there.
Yeah.
Because I've
There's
been
a
so
lot.
organised in booking things, but this year it's just going to be right. Let's just see, you know.
Yeah. Okay. Good. I love it. I love it. Well, will you come back after Britannia and share with us some of those beautiful pictures of on your fabulous camera, and show us some of the, if you can, I mean, you know, it'd be my luck if I went on one of those cruises that there'd be no northern lights, you know.
Well,
do they guarantee it?
Yeah, I'm
like Wales.
Hopefully, yeah, it'd be like cloudy on the night that I go out there. So you definitely come back. I'm more than happy to, and it's always lovely.
Thank you.
Chatting to you.
Thank you. I love chatting to you. Thank you so much. You helped me so much as well with everything. So if anyone's watching this, do head over to Cruise with Amber YouTube channel. It's really helpful videos after ship tours, cabin tours, restaurant tours, food tours. It's all on there. So definitely watch it. And definitely subscribe to our YouTube channel, and also check out her website, Cruise with Amber. All the links are in it. And we'll also put a link for the artist.
Mm-hmm.
What's her name again?
Natalie Muir. Yeah.
Natalie Muir. Yeah.
I'm not on commission. I'm not on commission. I promise.
No, it's fine. Thank you, everybody who's been watching. If you do have a comment and we've finished going live, stick it in the comments. Steph's tagged and everything, so if you've got a question for her, just check it in there. But have a lovely weekend, everybody, and stay safe. And we'll see you next week. See you next Friday at 7 o'clock. Bye.